Hi YouTube, I'm going to show you how to make a bucket scoop. What is a bucket scoop? Why do you need one? Maybe you already know. Let me tell you what I'm doing here. So when I go to get the compound out of my bucket, it's going to be tricky. I'm going to try to film this without dropping my phone in the bucket. So if you get, this is a bucket scoop. You could buy these. It's already pre-made, okay? And I didn't used to know this before, but it has the curve on the bucket, you see? So you dip it in there, and that way, when you pull it out, you can keep the sides of the bucket nice and clean and it's not drying out and crappy in there, okay? So, before I knew about the bucket scoop, I would always try to get the sheetrock mud out like this, you know, which kind of works, but then you get the back of your knife handle all crappy, and then it slips in your hand and you can't tape as well, okay? So the reason I made another bucket scoop is I have someone helping me with the sheetrock, but we only have one bucket scoop, and I felt bad and I had to take her bucket scoop, so I thought, well, you know what, I'll just make one real quick. So here's my bucket scoop, okay? This is the one I just barely made. And now how did I do this? Well, all it is, it's just a 6-inch knife. I just took it and I bent it over. I put my foot on it, bent it over on that sharp angle. Okay, so this is the one that I bought, that's mine. And then all I did is I took the knife, I put it on the bucket, and I took my Sharpie, and I went around the inside of the bucket like this. That gave me the curve on the knife. See that? Then I just took my grinder and I ground the curve on there with the grinder. And then I also just sanded it off with the sandpaper I have. So now, and then, you know, it's hard to cut that curve perfectly with the grinder, but what you could do is you scrape it up, just find a really thin place on the bucket that doesn't have a lot of mud on it, and scrape up like that. And where you see that it's picking up mud, that's where you need to scrape more so that it comes in contact with the full bucket. You don't have to, it'll still work like this, but if you want to get a better curve, that's another way to mark your blade once you've already ground it one time. Just take it down in the bucket, and then wherever there's mud, of course that's way too much mud, but wherever there's mud, then just take it, flip it over, and grind it. So now you know how to make a bucket scoop. We live pretty far out from Home Depot, and so it takes me I'm going to Home Depot today anyway, but I just saved $15 or whatever because I never liked this 6-inch knife. I never used it. And so there you go. If you want to make a bucket scoop, now you know how to do it. So hope that helps. Make another video later and we'll show you more of the progress here with the taping.